Come back class 7. Today I am going to start your chapter number 4, that is all about rational numbers. Rational numbers means you understand all the fractions are rational numbers. Here all the fractions are rational numbers. Okay, that means the number which are of the form p by q. The number which are of the form p by q, where q should not be equal to 0. The number which are of the form p by q, where q should not be equal to 0, are said to be a rational number. Said to be a rational number. That means if you can write a number where q should not be equal to 0, that means except 0. Suppose for example, if I am writing 1 upon 6, it is a rational number. Okay. If I am writing 2 minus 2 upon 3, it is also a rational number. That means like fraction, rational number is also having numerator and denominator. Numerator is 1, denominator is 6, numerator is minus 2, denominator is 3. Okay, that means all the fractions are a rational number, but all rational number may or may not be a fraction. So you have to keep remember. Here you can study in your book page number 49, everything is written in details about rational numbers, then about fractions and decimal you are already aware. Now today I am going to start the rational numbers. You know already the standard form of a rational number. Suppose I am going to write 10 upon 15. You know that it is not in a standard form. If I will cut 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, that means 2 by 3 is in standard form. So you have to check that it should be in standard form. Standard form means the lowest form of a fraction. That means if you are able to cancel a number, you can cancel it and you write the answer in its lowest form. That is called standard form of a fraction or standard form of a rational number. So you are already aware about fractions. So every work can be done by you. You need to go through the page number 49 to here 53. That there you can revise many things about rational numbers. I hope that you are aware about decimals, integers, and here today we have to discuss the rational numbers. So just you copy down the definition, or you can copy this definition from your book also. You can take a pencil, read, go through, and whenever you will see definitions are always marked in the different type of letters. Okay, and you can underline and you can do these definitions, you can write and learn. Now my focus is in exercise 4a today. Okay, so in 4a just you go on page number 55, look at the exercise 4a, write the numerator and the denominator of each of the following rational numbers. Here you can see in one number question 1 1, what is there? 1a, it is written 5 by 8. You can write directly here answer. That numerator, what is the numerator here? That is equal to 5, and denominator you can write denominator, that you can see it is 8. So numerator and denominator are 5 and 8, and it is your answer. So like that you can write numerator and denominator. Here suppose in B number it is 0. So 0 can be written as 0 by 0. So here you can write that numerator is also 0 and denominator can be 0, or here you can think that denominator can be any of the number, because if you are dividing 0 by any other number, result you are getting back 0 itself. That means here denominator is not only 0, any number, any integer you can write the positive or negative integer, any 1, 2, 3, 4, any number is possible, but one answer you need to write. So you can write here 0 itself. So like this, suppose you are having C number question, minus 3 can be written as minus 3 by 1. That means your numerator is minus 3 and denominator is 1 itself. So you can write your answer like that for question number 1. Now I hope that you can do question number 1. Now I am showing you question number 2. Here in 2 number question, what is there? Identify the positive and negative rational numbers among the following. Positive and negative, you have to understand which is positive, which is negative. If you can see there is no negative sign, that means it is positive. So you can write here it is positive rational number. Okay, it is a positive rational number. And if you can see a negative sign over there, you can write that it is a negative. Suppose minus 99 upon 100, here you can see negative sign is there. So you can write here it is negative rational number. And sometimes you will have some questions where at the numerator and at the denominator both are having negative sign. That means those negative sign may be cancelled. Suppose for examples, if I am asking minus 5 upon minus 3, it is positive or negative? Can you guess? Minus 5 upon minus 3 is positive or negative? Your answer should be this minus is cancelled. Ultimately you are getting 5 by 3. That means it is positive itself. It is positive rational number. If at the numerator and at the denominator, if both are having minus sign, both minus sign can be cancelled, and ultimately you will have the positive rational number you have to write. And sometimes you will see, suppose I am writing 10 upon minus 9, it is positive or negative? It is always negative, okay, because here minus sign is there. Whether the minus sign is present with numerator or it is present with denominator, the rational number will be always negative. And if both are having negative sign, that means you can cancel both the signs and you will have the positive rational number. So here 10 upon minus 9, you can clearly see that it is a negative number. And one more thing is very important over here, that negative sign should be at the numerator. If it is kept, it is written in your question, it is at the denominator, you can change it, you can write it minus 10 upon 9 and your rational number is negative. So this is few special questions or special things for you all, so that you can understand whether it is positive or negative. So you can do question number 2. Now question number 3, you can see, give 3 example of rational number satisfying the following conditions. Here condition should be satisfied. So let me clean it. I hope that you have written this. Now question number 3, you can see in 3 number, give 3 examples of rational number satisfying the following conditions. A, numerator positive and denominator negative. So what example you can settle down? Numerator positive, I can write 5, and denominator negative means I can write minus 7. So this will be the example. There are many rational numbers. That means here numerator should be positive but denominator should be negative. You can write the example. One example they are asking, give 3 example of rational number satisfying the following conditions. 3 examples you need to write. First example I have given, second example I may write it, third example I may write like this 3 upon minus 4. So 1, 2, 3 example I can give where my numerators are positive and my denominators are negative. So you can write your own example. Now B number, numerator negative and denominator positive. Numerator negative, just I can write the same answer here, minus 5 upon 7. I can write minus 1 upon minus 2. I can write minus 3 upon 4. You can see here what is done. It is done that numerator is negative but denominator is positive. Now number C, numerator and denominator with the same sign. So sorry, it was B number. Number C, numerator and denominator with the same sign. You can write 1 upon 2. You can write 5 upon 8. Both are having positive sign. And one I am writing minus 3 upon minus 7. Both are having negative sign. So numerator and denominator both with the same sign. You can write the examples. They are asking for examples. So you can write examples. Now D number, neither positive nor negative. That means neither positive nor negative. You can write 0. So 0 is a rational number which is neither positive nor negative. So here I can write 0 upon 1. The answer is only 0. So here you can see that the 0 is neither a positive number, neither a negative number. I can write 0 upon 2, I can write 0 upon 3. So its value will be 0 itself. So 0 upon 1, 0 upon 2, 0 upon 3. Ultimately these all the numbers are 0. So you can write that its value is 0 and 0 is the answer of such questions. So you can write what you can infer from the above examples. So here infer means what conclusion you are getting by doing this, what information you can gather. Okay. So here what information you can gather? You can gather this is a question number, our question number 3. So infer, what infer you can see that you can write the rational number may be positive or negative, or it may be neither positive nor negative. This is the information you are getting from here. Now 4 number question. In 4 number question you can see express the following rational number is standard form. Do you know how to write standard form? Let me do one question for you. Question number 4, standard form 24a, that is 24 upon 120. What you will do? Just you cancel the number. 6 can cancel it. 6 4 ja 24 and 6 2 ja 12. Now 2 2 ja 4 and 2 10 ja 20. Okay. Further I can write 2 1 ja and 2 5 ja 10. So according to your convenience you can cancel it till it is not coming in its lowest form. You can cancel the number by any suitable number, but you have to take care that if you are, I have divided 24 by 6, then 120 should be also divided by 6 itself. So according to your convenience you can cancel this number and write your answer in its standard form. So here you will get the answer of 4a. Like that, suppose one more question I am going to do here. Minus 45 upon 81. What do you think, which number will divide it? 9 can divide. 9 5 ja 45 and 9 9 ja 81. So minus 5 upon 9 will be the answer of its standard form. So here like this you can cancel and you can write your answer accordingly. You will have the answer of these questions. So you have to think a number which can cancel it. Now 5 number, check whether the following pairs of rational number are equivalent or not by reducing them into standard form. Now check whether the following pair of rational number are equivalent or not by reducing them into standard form. So let us see question number 5 how to do. Okay. Now question number 5, how to check? They have told 5 number 5a. Here it is 10 upon 25 and another one is 12 upon 30. So I can cancel 5 2 are 10 and 5 5 are 25, and here 6 2 are 12 and 6 5 are 30. So ultimately I can see that 2 by 5 and it is also 2 by 5. That means these are equivalent fractions. You can see both are the same fraction. So the pair of rational numbers are equivalent. You can write, so the pair of rational numbers are equivalent. That is equivalent. Like that you can write your answer that the pair of linear equations are equivalent. So like this you need to check. One question A number I have done, then one more I am showing you, that is E number, that is 32 upon 40 and 16 upon 20. Now what to do? I can just cancel the number. Okay, so here 32, 8 4 ja 32 and 8 5 ja 40, and here 4 4 ja 16 and 4 5 ja 20. So ultimately what is coming over here? Here it is coming 4 by 5 and here again it is coming 4 by 5. So both are the same number. Again you can write, so the pair of same statement. So the pair of rational numbers are equivalent. And if both the numbers are not coming same, that means you can write the pair of rational numbers are not a equivalent fraction, like that. So 6 number question now, check whether the given pair of rational numbers are equivalent or not by finding the cross product. So here this was one of the method to check that whether the given rational numbers are equivalent or not. What is the method? To change the given rational number into equivalent fraction. Another method is you can check the fractions by cross multiplying, that you can check in question number 6. So in question number 6, what is there? You need to check it by cross multiplication. So 6a number, it is written 27 upon 54 and another one is 24 upon 48. Whether they are equivalent or not, you need to check it, okay, by cross multiplication. So let us see. First of all, I will multiply 27 and 48. That is coming how much? You need to write over there. Then 54 and 54 into 24. is coming what, that you may write here. So if you will multiply both the number, just you go in the rough and multiply it for check. 27 into 48, 8 7 ja 56, 6 carry 5, 8 2 ja 16 and 5 21, 7 4 ja 28, 8 carry 2, 4 2 ja 8 and 2 10. Like that, in the rough side you have to multiply. Okay, as I have multiplied in the rough side 27 and 48 I have multiplied, then it is coming 1296. So I can write here it is coming 1296. Then second number also you need to multiply, just you multiply it normally. 54 into 24, what it is coming, 4 4 ja 16, 6 carry 1, 5 4 ja 20 and 1 21. Now 4 2 ja 8, 5 2 ja 10, 6 8 1 9 2. So 1296. You can see the product is same. Okay, so in cross means you need to multiply 54 by 24 and you need to multiply 48 by 27. Like that also you can check if both are coming same, that means you can write. So the pair of rational number, pair of rational number, rational number is equivalent, like that you can write your answer. So equivalent fractions you can check by making it into standard form or by the method of cross multiplication also. Okay, so like that you can do it. Question number 6, you will multiply in cross, in rough side you can do the working, and here if both are coming same, if both will not come same, then you can write no, the pair of rational number is not equivalent fractions. Like that you can write your answer. So here now I am going to question number 7. Now question number 7, you can see find 4 equivalent rational number for the following rational numbers. So equivalent fractions 7a I can write here 1 by 3. How many number you want to write? 4. 4 means you will first writing 1 by 3 multiplying it by 2. So it is coming 2 upon 6. Then again I am writing 1 by 3 multiplying it by 3. It is coming 3 upon 9. Then again I am writing 1 by 3 multiplying it by 4 at the numerator and denominator. You can multiply the numerator and denominator by any number. Here the same number should be there. So these all are equivalent fraction. Then again 1 by 3, just I am going to multiply it by 5. So further it will be 5 upon 15. So here, so the equivalent fractions are, you can write, so the equivalent fractions are equivalent. So the equivalent fractions are you can start 2 by 6, comma 3 by 9, comma then 4 by 12, comma then 5 by 15. Like that they have told you to write 4 equivalent fractions and 4 fractions are written over there. So 4 fractions you can write it like that 4 fractions are coming. So 7 number questions I hope that you can do. 8 number also, write the missing number in the following equivalent fractions. So here you can test that how you will test for 8 number question. Let us see 8a. One question I am going to show you how you will be testing 8a. Here it is written 6 upon 5, then here it is written dash upon 10, again it is written that is equal to 54 upon something, then it is written dash upon 60, okay, and then it is written dash upon 75. So here you can see 5 2s are 10, 5 multiplied by 2, so 6 can be multiplied by 2. Here if 6 will be multiplied by 2, your answer will be how much? 5 2s are 10, then 6 2s are 12. So here it will be 12. Like that you can write your answer. Here you can see 54. Okay, so 6 9s are 54, 6 multiplied by 9. So you can multiply 5 into 9, 9 5s are 45. So you can write here 45. Now here it is 60. As you know, here any of the fraction you can check. 5 multiplied by 12, 12 5s are 60. So 12 6s are 72. I can write here 72. So numerator and denominator must be multiplied by the same number, then you will have always an equivalent fraction to the given fractions. Here also you can see 75 is there. So 5 multiplied by 15 will give you 75. So again if I will multiply 15 into 6, it will give me 90. That means you can see that 6 upon 5 is equal to 12 upon 10, it is equal to 54 upon 45, it is equal to 72 upon 60, it is equal to 90 upon 75. All are the equivalent fractions. So like that you can fill all the equivalent fractions. So 8 number can be done by you all. Convert the following 9 number question. Convert the following rational number into decimals. Decimals, you know how to convert the into decimal of fraction, that you can do, but just by counting the number of zeros you can shift the decimal. How you can shift the decimal? That let me show one. 9a that can be done. Here it is 2 upon 100. Just 2 zeros are 1 upon 2 0 means 2 digit decimal will be shifted. So it can be written 0.02 without any work. 1 upon 00 is there. 2 digit decimal can be taken from right to left side. That means you can write your answer 0.02. Suppose I am going to do question number D. There in D number it is written minus 30 900 upon it is 1000. First of all 00 I will cancel. Then my fraction will be in standard form. Now I can write minus 3.9. That will be answer. So you can see, if you can cancel the zeros, you can cancel just. If you are having 1 upon 0, then very easily 1 upon 10 means decimal is shifted just right to left side one place, means minus 3.9 you will be getting here. Like that you can do question number 9. Okay. Now convert 10 number, convert the following rational number into decimal and write whether they are terminating or non-terminating recurring. Here also you have to understand, terminating decimal means if your division is finished, then it is terminating. If your division is not finished, you are unable to find the answer, your division is not finished, then it is non-terminating. Let me discuss two type of decimals. You are aware about this thing from class 5th onwards, but still I am going to show you what is the thing here. 10 number, 10a. Suppose they have given 3 upon 2. If I am going to divide 2 by 3, 2 1s are 2 and here 1, then I can put here point, I can write here 0, then 2 5s are 10. That means its division is finished. Its division is finished. I can write it is terminating. It is terminating. Terminating. Because its division is finished, remainder you have got 0. But in B number, if you can see 1 by 3 is there, I am trying to divide 1 by 3. 3 cannot divide 1. I can put here point, then I can put here 0. 3 3s are 9. Then again 1. Point is there, 1 0 I can take. 3 3s are 9. Then again 1 1 0 I can take always. So this division work is up to infinity, it will go up to infinity. That means you are unable to find the remainder 0 if remainder is not coming 0. After decimal you can always take 1 0, but still you can see here division work not will be finished. If you will divide it day, whole day, then also you will be unable to complete. You will not get 0 as your remainder. That means such type of decimals are non-terminating recurring decimal. Here you can write your answer if somebody will ask you what is the quotient here. So here the quotient is 0.333 and it is going on. So the answer can be written in this way. That means 0.3 upon 1 bar. That means 3 is repeating. Okay, and here such type of decimal are non-terminating recurring decimal. Here this decimal is non-terminating recurring decimal. Recurring decimal. Okay. So it is the meaning of terminating decimal. It was terminating decimal, and here it was non-terminating recurring decimal. Why? Because here you are able to get the remainder 0, and here the quotient is, in this case the quotient you are getting 1.5, that means division finished. But in B number, if you are trying to divide 1 by 3, the division work cannot be finished because you will not have 0 as a remainder here. So your division, the quotient division will not be completed. That means you can write your answer 0.33333 and further you have to write it 0.3 upon 1 bar. Like that, it is known as non-terminating recurring decimal. If any decimal you are unable to get 0 as a remainder, that means you have to continue, and if same number is repeating again and again, you can put a bar over there, and such type of decimals are known as recurring decimal or non-terminating recurring decimal, you can say it. Okay, so do complete exercise 4A today. Take care. Try to do all the questions because these are the questions you have already handled in your junior classes. Thank you for today.